Hello friend, it's nice to have you here and welcome to my first ever daily text notebook flip through. So far I finished 2 of them, and in this video I'd like to show you the first one. And the second video will be about my most recent sketchbook. I will tell you how I started making daily text notes, where I got my ideas from, and what kind of notebook I used. So here are my 2 daily text notebooks. The pink one is the one I just recently finished, and the one on the left is the one where my daily text notes adventure begins. So this notebook wasn't intended for daily text notes. I planned to use it as a creative outlet, maybe as a diary where I could jot down my thoughts and use different mediums to play around, like this dry leaf you can see here on the page. Many of you were asking me what kind of notebook it was. It was just a regular undated planner. I got it online, probably from Amazon, I can't remember. Probably I bought it just to plan my week, but it didn't happen because pandemic arrived and it changed everything. So here we go, the first page of my daily text notes, and I was trying to do it every day in a creative way, limiting myself to a daily space in the planner and using all available supplies I had at that moment. It was November 2020 and it was 8th month of the pandemic. Coloring pens, coloring pencils, Posca pens, some washi tapes were supplies I used the most. So as you see here, the page is quite text heavy, and this is what I usually would do. I just like writing, and at this point of the pandemic, making daily text in a creative way was really therapeutic for me. I didn't have any plan with these notes. It just brought me so much joy using colors and make my hands busy. Again, very text-heavy page here, but I quite like it. Here I used some watercolor paints, and one day I hope I learn how to use them properly. And some printables. I was trying with different kind of lettering and doodling. I must admit that I was really enjoying going through this notebook because it's so different from what I do right now. And this notebook is a great proof for me, great example that if you keep trying, keep practicing, your note-taking style will definitely change and improve. So if you don't like your notes right now, don't worry about this. Just enjoy the process and wait a bit and it will definitely improve. In February 2021, I decided to do a daily text challenge. By now, I would make my notes regularly. Maybe I skipped a day or 2 here and there, but I thought it would be fun to make notes with others. I hosted my first Instagram challenge and I was really surprised by your positive response to it. Many friends from all around the world joined me in the challenge, and it was a fantastic experience. For the 30 days, we would challenge ourselves to make daily notes every day. You liked the challenge so much that I decided to host another one in August the same year. And you can expect a third edition of this challenge this year in August, so stay tuned. And if you haven't heard about this challenge, I invite you to my blog to read about this more. I left the link in the description. Okay, why don't we just talk about pages a little bit? I quite like this one. It looks very consistent in color and it's actually very easy to make. So if you think you don't know how to do creative notes, just draw some colorful blobs with your marker on the page before making your notes and voila! You have a creative notes. So the page you see here on the left, it was something new for me I did. First of all, it took me a whole page. When I was reading daily text for this day, I had this particular image in my head and it was rain. So many of you are asking me about where I take my inspiration from. Let's talk about this a little bit. When you look closely at my notes in this notebook, you will notice that I mainly use lots of colors and draw simple doodles and blobs. There is nothing sophisticated in it, and everyone can do it this way. So for this, I don't need much inspiration. But if I feel uninspired, I go to Pinterest, and that's a great place to find it. Sometimes, when I do daily text, there is a specific image in my head. Maybe you noticed a sheep or a shield doodle earlier. Then I search on Pinterest for a corresponding image to the one in my head, and this way I find lots of easy doodles. I tried watercolor paints again here and I still didn't figure out how to use them, but I like trying new mediums, which makes creating enjoyable. A dry flower petal, more doodles, some washi tape. I think I will be finishing this video and saying goodbye to you now. It's a new experience for me to do a voiceover video and I like it so far. So I will talk to you probably in May in the following video where I will be talking about my pink notebook because that one is completely different. I hope this little video will encourage you to try out making your creative notes. And as you see from this notebook, it's not complicated at all. And learning through fun can help you memorize material better and help you relax. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your day.